right, last one. Let's make it count. You know the drill. Say it with me, Wildcats, in 3, 2, 1. Happy Wednesday, Whitney!
What it do, what it do, what it do? This is Broadcast for WHS. I'm your host, Mo, live in the flesh, and today is another beautiful day. Have a beautiful day. Good morning, Wildcats. This is the very last show of the year, and that's the very last time I'm ever going to say that intro. Wow. But on a brighter note, we did it. Class of 2021, I'm so proud of you guys, and I know that the faculty is too. But from the students, from the faculty, we appreciate you guys so much. And now we're going to throw it over to a Faculty Appreciation Week video.
Hi everyone, my name's Michaela and I'm a sophomore, and I just want to say a huge thank you to the Whitney faculty. I know this year was especially hard, but ever since my 4 years at Whitney, everyone has been super kind and welcoming to me, and I've definitely met a lot of my favorite teachers and staff at Whitney.
To all the teachers who have adapted to online school so quickly, thank you for continuing to teach us with your amazing energy and passion during these difficult times.
I want to say thank you to our amazing faculty for always supporting every student that walks onto campus.
I would like to thank the teachers at Whitney High School for doing a wonderful job. Every single day, it takes much hard work and dedication, and especially doing Virtual Academy, it's not easy doing what they're doing right now. And I sincerely thank you for all your hard work.
I know I speak on behalf of all seniors when I say Whitney's faculty has made our experience so memorable. From Mr. James and Mr. Joe, who never failed to put a smile on our face, to the selfless help of the secretaries, the counselors and teachers who continuously inspired me, as well as the rest of faculty, I would sincerely like to thank each one of you for making my time at Whitney so unforgettable.
Next up, we have an interview with some of the retiring teachers from Whitney.
Hi everyone! So today we're going to be interviewing two teachers, Mrs. Improda and Mr. Rosenberg, since they are retiring next year.
Well, I started in ABC's district back in 1986, and I was transferred to Whitney in 1988.
Well, for me, I started here in 1984-85. I just had 2 classes, and then I started full-time in 85-86 with English and drama and what I teach now.
15, 20 years ago, when the seniors, for a senior prank, parked their cars in the middle of the school in the hallway, and everyone had to navigate through the cars. I would say Faculty Follies has never been a Faculty Follies that I have been in or have watched, which was not absolutely hilarious.
I have to go with Steve. I think that my favorite things, the funniest things that happened have been the Faculty Follies, because I see kids willing to take risks and be silly and funny on stage all the time. And I love that teachers are willing to take risks and be funny in front of kids, no matter what they think. Oh, you're going to see, I think, both of us here quite a bit, Actually. I do intend to come and help with theater productions, but I'm glad not to be in charge and not to teach. I'll probably be subbing a bit. I love the idea of traveling when it's not August, any time of year when you want to go. And I might do a little acting because I have some time. So who knows?
Like Jody says, I'm going to still continue to do the MUN. I might even substitute in 2022 if I have nothing to do it at home. My wife and I, we do plan to travel. We want to go to New Orleans this winter. When COVID's over, to Indonesia, Europe. And I think to finally play some of the hundreds of video games I have, but never have time to play. Now I can finally play Pac-Man or whatever it is that I haven't played yet. Seeing kids grow up from 7th graders to adults, seeing the excitement in kids' faces when they learn something. I'm going to miss a lot of the staff, like Suzanne, Ileana, Donna, Yamara, Juan, Javier, most especially Cindy, because she always laughs and pretends she likes my jokes and understands them. And finally, I'm really going to miss making fun of the science and math department. If you were in my class, they were target number 1.
I have to go with Mr. Rosenberg on this. I will miss the kids. I mean, we are used to saying goodbye to you. We've gotten through the years used to saying, okay, we get them for 6 years and they move on and you get the next batch. And this is going to be a particularly hard group to lose because we're going to, and this is also as class advisor for the seniors. You know, I hold a lot of you very close to my heart, and I can't even name staff members because I'm afraid I'll leave someone out. I love working with this particular staff, and we have, you know, kind of grown up together. And when I've taught, I believe 7 of our staff members, and they're all working here as teachers. You know, that's a long-term relationship. So I'm going to miss the people the most. Absolutely. This is important to me. Find a job you love to do. I have driven to this school for 37 years and never once have I thought, I don't want to go to work. Find something you love to do. That's all.
Whenever I do Friday advice with my kids, the kids ask, you know, what's the meaning of life? And I always say that the meaning, and I'll leave you with this, is to leave the world a better place when you leave it than it was when you first came into it. Be the best self that you can, and you'll make the world a better place.
That was all we have for today's interview. Thank you guys for joining us, and we're going to miss you a lot next year.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Now we're going to throw it over to one of the most active and spontaneous teachers on campus, Mr. Velez, with a cool skateboarding video. Thanks for that. Now we're going to throw it over to Jaden with the very last segment of the show.
You know, I'm beginning to think you're not management material, Vision. You know, I had high hopes for you, but from what I've seen here tonight, you can barely keep it together. I mean, look around. There's all this chaos going on in your household. Now, what are we going to eat?
Dinner is served.
Breakfast for dinner. How very,
European.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of La Cuisine with your host, Jaden Velez. Today we will be making the breakfast for dinner from the Marvel series WandaVision. The first thing we want to do is make our bread. So in a large bowl, we will be adding 1 cup and 1/4 of a teaspoon of warm water, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of instant yeast. We're going to mix that slowly and add 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 3/4 of a cup of bread flour, and we're going to start mixing. When your dough has formed, plop it onto a lightly floured countertop and start kneading the dough and adding bread flour until it doesn't stick as much. Let it sit for 30 minutes and knead again. When it looks like this, we're going to drop it into another bowl that is lightly oiled to let it double in size for 2 hours. Then we're going to knead it out into an oval and fold 1/2 over the other twice. Then we're going to roll into a rectangle and roll it onto itself until it looks like this. Then pinch the ends inwards and drag it towards you to smoothen the top out. Then we're going to put our dough into a bread mold and let it rise until it has doubled in size again. You can bake the bread at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or use magic like I did right now. Now we want to cut 1 slice of our loaf and cut it in half so we have 2 triangles. Then we're going to toast them with a lot of butter. Then in a large bowl, we're going to scramble 2 eggs and we're going to put that into a pan with a lot of butter. We're going to constantly mix it to prevent any browning and cook until it is yellow and soft, like this. Next, we're going to put some oil in a pan and cook our sausages until they are brown on all sides. Now, using magic, I'm going to dice 2 potatoes and mix them in a bowl of freshly ground salt, pepper, thyme, rosemary, oregano, and parsley. And into a large pan, we're going to add enough oil to fry the potatoes until they're crispy and brown in color. Now, add all the food to your plate and your breakfast is ready. I recommend this recipe to anyone that wants to try homemade bread and have a really good tasting breakfast. Although it takes a lot of time, I would suggest making the bread the day before and cooking the rest of the food at dinner time to keep the authenticity of the dish. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, you made it to the end of the school year. Woohoo! Before I sign off, I just want to say that I have always wanted to be a part of Whitney High School Live, and being a part of the live team, working with this amazing group, hosting and creating Blanked as my voiceover, it's been the highlight of my year. So if you're interested in hosting, editing, and creating meaningful content, I 100% recommend joining TV broadcast. It's such a fun class. Trust me, you'll love it. On behalf of the Whitney High School Live team, I'd like to thank Ms. Palmer for helping us grow as content creators and for making sure that we only put out the best for this show. And I'd also like to thank all of you for tuning in and watching Whitney High School Live every week. We hope that Live has given you a reason to smile and has made every week a little bit brighter. It has been such an honor and a privilege being one of your hosts this year, and I still can't believe that I'm gonna graduate in less than a week. Wow. Before I start crying, I will just go ahead and say this one last time. All right, that's all we have for today's show. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing summer vacation, and we'll be back next year. Bye!